Hello students, welcome back to HIM Tutorials. Chapter 9 we have been doing, and today we are going to do the topic that is leaves, and under the leaves up to the end of this session you will be able to learn about the subtopic that is the structure of leaf. So let's start that what is leaf first. Okay, so we know that what is leaf? Leaf is the green part, green structure, and leaves are green color because they contain the pigment which is called as chlorophyll, and this chlorophyll will help in trapping the sunlight, and when the sunlight is trapped, then with the help of water and carbon dioxide, sunlight and chlorophyll, the photosynthesis will take place and there is formation of the glucose. Now the leaves are very important part because they are also called as the food factories. Why they are food factories? Because they are making the food. As we have discussed, they are making the glucose. Now the leaves has got structure which is divided into different parts, and let's draw the structure first to understand that what is there in the leaf structure and how the structure of the leaf is attached to the branch also. So like this you have to make a line. You can make a double line here, and this is the broad part of the leaf, and if this is the branch, inside the leaves there are these type of veins. These veins has got these type of small structures which are called as veinlets. So let's label the diagram first. Now this is the branch to which the leaf is attached. Okay, so the point at which the leaf is attached to the branch, this point is called as leaf base. Now from the leaf base a long tube-like structure arises, and this tube-like structure will continue from the leaf base and end up into the tip of the leaf. So this is the tip of the leaf. Leaf tip you can write, this is the leaf tip. Okay, and the part from where the leaf starts and the part where the leaf base is present, there is a structure which helps the leaf to attach to the branch, that is called as petiole. That is called as petiole. Now when this petiole enters inside the leaf, this broader part, then it is called as midrib. Midrib. Why it is called as midrib? Because this midrib is dividing the leaf into almost two equal parts. Now the broader part which is almost green in color, that part is called as lamina. This is the lamina. This is the lamina. And this midrib get divided into number of thread-like structures which are called as the veins. So these structures are the veins. And again these veins, if you can see, these veins are divided into more branched structure, and that branches more thinner structures are called as veinlets. These are the veinlets. So this is the whole structure of the leaf. This is the branch, the part of the leaf which attaches to the branch, that is called the leaf base, and this part is also named as node. This is the node, okay. And from the node petiole arises, and when petiole enters inside the lamina, it becomes midrib, and now the midrib divided into thread-like structure, they are called as veins, and veins are again divided into more thinner structures, they are called as the veinlets. So this midrib also help in dividing the lamina into two equal parts. Midrib ends into the point, that point of the leaf is called as the leaf tip. Also the broader part which is having green color structure, or you can say broader green color part of the leaf, that is called as the lamina. So the main function of this midrib is that it help in transporting of the water to each and every part of the leaf, because in each and every part of the leaf cells are present, and cells require what? Cells require water, and on the leaf surface stomata is present. From the stomata the carbon dioxide, or you can say the air enters, but the carbon dioxide and the water, when they combines together with the help of chlorophyll and sunlight, then there is process of photosynthesis take place, and when the photosynthesis occurs, there is formation of the glucose. And you know that glucose is what? Glucose is the food which is formed in the plants, which is formed in the leaves. So that's why as the leaves are making the food for you can say the leaves are the food manufacturers. So that's why the leaves are called as the food factory of the plant. Now let's discuss about the functions that are performed by the leaf. Functions of leaves. So there are three main functions which are performed by the leaves. First is photosynthesis. Second one is transpiration. And third one is the respiration. In photosynthesis, we know that photosynthesis means the production of the food. We have discussed it already. Leaf has stomata, and water is absorbed by the roots of the plant. Through the xylem vessels, the water will move towards the leaf. Now leaf has both the things. What? Carbon dioxide also and water also. Now green color pigment is there, which is the chlorophyll. Now this chlorophyll lead to trap the sunlight, and until and unless what is formed? The glucose is formed, which is called as the food. So this is the main function which is performed by the leaves. The second is the transpiration. Transpiration means loss of water from leaves. So for what condition the loss of water take place from the leaf? During the transpiration, the plant tries to remove extra amount of water through the stomata. Okay, through the stomata into the air. And mainly this transpiration takes place in the summer. Why? Because when the loss of water takes place from the plant, that time the plant tries to lowers down the temperature of its body as compared to the surroundings. Okay, similarly, as we sweat during the summer more, why? Because by sweating we lose extra amount of salts from our body, and this sweating helps in giving cooling effect to the body. So similarly, this transpiration also helps in giving cooling effect to the body of the plant. Also, the water which is not required by the plant, that is also expelled out through the stomata with the help of process called as the transpiration. Now the last function which is performed by the leaves, that is the respiration. Now in case of plants, respiration also takes place. We know that respiration only takes place in what? Animals, but plants also undergo respiration. Why they undergo respiration? Because we know that during the respiration, the glucose combines with oxygen, and what is produced? Carbon dioxide is produced, water is produced, and the energy is released. Now that energy, this energy is utilized by the body of an organism, either it is plant or an animal, to perform the functions of the body. Now in case of plants, we know that the photosynthesis also take place. Photosynthesis take place in daytime. In case of plants, only photosynthesis take place in daytime, because stomata opens in the presence of sunlight and sunlight is in the daytime. But in night, what happens? The plant undergo respiration. Why plant undergo respiration? Because plant has to have the energy to perform the life activities. To get that energy, plants undergo the process of respiration, and during the respiration, what happens? Glucose is there inside the what? Plant. Now this glucose which is present inside the plant cell, that combines with the oxygen. In night, stomata doesn't open, okay, but in night there are certain cells which are called as lenticels. These cells are present in the stem, mainly in the stem of the plant. So through these lenticels, the oxygen enter inside the body of an plant, and then glucose and oxygen, they combine together in the cells of the plant, and they will form carbon dioxide, water and energy. And with the help of this energy, the plant will take out, or you can say plant will carry out its life processes, different life processes. Now after the function which is performed by the leaves, types of venation. As we had already discussed in the structure of leaf, that if this is the leaf and this leaf has got this midrib, and midrib is having these type of veins in it, and veins are divided into veinlets. So this type of network of veins is formed inside the leaf, and the network which is present inside the leaf, or you can say the network of the veins which is present inside the leaf, that is called as the venation. So what is venation? Venation is the network of veins inside the leaf lamina. Okay, so the broader part, we know that broader part is the lamina part. So in the lamina part, what is there? In the lamina part, the network of veins is there. So this network of vein or net-like structure which is formed by the vein, that is called as the venation. Now two type of venation is present in the leaves. First is the parallel venation. And the second one is reticulate venation. In parallel venation, if this is the leaf lamina, then in parallel venation, the veins are parallel to each other. They are not forming net-like structure. Okay, but in case of reticulate venation, if this is the leaf lamina, then the veins are arranged in net-like structure. They are forming net-like structure. They are having veins, they are having midrib, midrib is divided into veins, and veins are divided into veinlets. So this type of network-like structures is present in the network-like of structure of veins are present in the reticulate venation, and the veins are present parallel in case of the parallel venation. Parallel venation occurs in monocot plants and reticulate venation occur in dicot plants. Now we will discuss about the types of leaves as simple and compound leaves. First is simple and second one is the compound. So if I talk about the simple, in case of simple, the lamina of the leaf is undivided. So it is not very well divided, okay, or you can say the venation is not so much proper. So if the venation is not so much proper, so under this the examples are mango, then people, and many more examples are there. But in case of compound leaf, this is, if this is the stem part, then number of leaves are attached here, and these are mostly the alternate patterns, and the number of leaves, or you can say a bunch of leaves, is attached to a particular part, and this part is called as, or this type of leaf is called as the compound leaf. And in it the number of leaves are either even or odd. Means if they are even, then they are 2, 4 and so on like this, and if they are odd, then they are 1, 3, 5 like this. So in compound leaf, bunch of leaves are present, and these bunch of leaves are present on a common point, and these leaves may be even in number, may be odd in number. But now we will discuss about the modification of the leaves. Modification of leaf. So three type of modifications we can see which can be done by the leaf. As first is, the leaves are modified in form of stem tendril. So all the creepers who doesn't have good supportive stem in them, so all the creepers, they have tendrils in them, and the leaves are just modified into these round structures, and these round structures, what they do, they just wrap themselves around this type of the wooden block, and like this they try to climb up towards the upper level. Okay, so these stem tendrils are modification of what? They are the modification of the leaves, and they provide support to the weak stem of plant. Now the second modification is spines. So in case of cactus, might you have seen that if this is the cactus, then on the body of cactus this type of spines are present, and these spines are what? These are the modified leaves, as leaves have just compact their size and they transformed in the form of these spines. So these spines provide protection to the plant from the other animals. And also if I talk about the photosynthesis process, then in case of such a plant like cactus, the photosynthesis take place in the stem. So in case of cactus, the photosynthesis process takes place in stem, because the stem of the cactus is green in color, and we know that any part which is green in color, that is having what? That is having green color pigment, which is called as chlorophyll, and chlorophyll is important to trap the sunlight and perform the function of the or process of the photosynthesis. And third modification is, the leaves are modified in such a structures that they trap insects. If I take a very common example in this insect trapping plant, then the insectivorous plants just like pitcher plant. If I draw a diagram, if this is the stem and this is the leaf of a pitcher plant, from the tip of the leaf, this type of structure is arised. This type of structure is arised. This type of structure is this Structure has got lid also. This is the picture part. This is the lid. Also it has hairy structures inside the picture, and it is filled with the digestive fluid. It is filled with the digestive juices. So whensoever any insect enters, if this is an insect, if it tries to enter the picture and it just try to sit on these hairy like structures, then what happen? These hair like structures, they give sensation to the, or sensational stimulus to the leaf, and automatically when the sensational stimulus is given by the hairs, then this lid get closed down. This lid get closed down, and this insect get trapped inside the picture. And once it is trapped inside the picture, it is just digested by the digestive juices. Now the question is, why the insectivorous plants eat insect? Insectivorous plants are grown in such a soil which is nitrogen deficient. And nitrogen deficient soil, it means plants want to have nitrogen because nitrogen help in synthesis of what? Proteins. So to fulfill the need of this protein, the insectivorous plants, they trap insects, they kill insects, and they absorb the nitrogen, or you can say protein part, or the favorable material from the body of the insect to the body of the plant. So like this, they withstand, or you can say they compensate, they try to compensate the need of nitrogen by eating up the insects in case of the insectivorous plants. So these are the three modifications. First we have discussed about the modification in the form of stem tendril. Second, we have discussed about the modification in case of in form of spines, and which is just for the protection, and third is the modification to just eat the insects. So this is all about the topic of the leaf. We have discussed the structure of leaf, we have discussed the types of venation, then we have discussed the modification of the leaves, and in our next video we will discuss about the structure of the flower. So up to our next video, keep watching, keep learning. Thank you so much.